So we're going to make a wedge cutout where we will set this smaller box into this larger box. So I have two boxes here. This one is 2.5 inches by 1.5 inches. And then the smaller box is 1 inch by 1/2 inch. So this one is a much narrower than this boxy one is. Just a side note, this box was made with Mayfair paper, which is significantly thicker than the blue sketchbook paper. And while I told you that you could make your boxes out of the blue sketch paper, and you absolutely can, it's worth noting that it's so much easier to put the boxes together when the paper is thicker. So the boxes just seem to fit into one another in just an easier way. You can still do it with that blue sketchbook paper if you don't have Mayfair paper, like I did with this little guy. But it's just, you can see like it's just a little trickier to get the edges exactly where you want them. So just bear that in mind when you're making your decision on what materials you're going to use. So let's pretend I've done all my rough work, and I've decided exactly where I want this box to be set. I've decided I want to wedge it into this larger box. And I've decided the location for that wedge. I would like it to be, let me just put this together. I would like that wedge to be here. And I've measured out that I want it to be set in a little bit from the edge and to go about 1/2 inch deep. So what I've decided is I want it 1/4 inch from the edge. And since my box is 1/2 inch, the 1/2 inch part is going to be the wedge. I have to measure out 1/4 inch and then 1/2 inch here, and then cut that out. And then I have to measure in 1/4 inch on this side and 1/2 inch here and cut that out. So my decision is how much in from the edge do I want to set the box, but also how deep do I want to set the box, because I could cradle it right to the back, you know, something like that. I could do it at the front, which might be tricky because it might tip over. So I'm going to choose sort of a midway point. So what I have to do first then is measure out 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch from the edge, and then 1/2 inch of where I'm going to cut out. So I will do that right now. So 1/2 inch. Sorry, 1/4 inch. I keep saying 1/2 inch. This is 1/2 inch right here. Like that. And then remember that I said I wanted the box to be set not all the way back, but kind of midway. So I'm going to measure again. I'm going to measure about 1/2 inch. And 1/2 inch. So there's from the, let's say the top, where you're going to see where the box will be cut out is there. But now I have to also cut out the side using the same measurements. 1/2 inch from the edge. My goodness, I keep saying that. 1/4 inch from the edge. 1/2 inch for the actual box. So, and then I also wanted about 1/2 inch down. So 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, and then I'm going to also, it's going to come 1/2 inch down. So my box, my little box, is going to be set in this box right, you'll see it when I get this guy together. That's where I'm gonna cut so that this little guy is just gonna sit right in there. So let me cut that out. Cut out this side. There we go. And now I'm going to put this box together.